Ba-ba-ba-da-ba, Chicken Tales!
Hello, and welcome to Chicken Tales. I'm so happy you've joined us today. My name is Sarah, and this is episode 14. Today we have stories told by two story teams, and they both have robots. The first one is by Ramona, Tristan, Cora, Sylvie, Eliza, and Penny. The second story team is Aiden, Eleanor, Jameson, Julia, Liam, and William. So put on some comfy socks, grab a nice and cuddly chicken, and get ready to listen to some Chicken Tales. Our first story is called Super Lou, and it's by Ramona, Tristan, Cora, Sylvie, Eliza, and Penny. Once upon a time, there was a woolly mammoth named Lou. Lou was 8 years old, and she was a very good woolly mammoth, most of the time. She helped with her baby brother, she walked her dog, and she was kind to the neighbors. But she refused to clean her room. Just wouldn't do it. Every day, her mama asked her to clean her room, and she said no. Lou liked it messy. She would make nests of her toys and her books and her blankets and stack up her art projects on the floor. It made her parents bananas. One day, her mama said, "Lou, why won't you clean your room? You are so helpful in so many ways. Why not your room? Do you think that Mighty Mammoth has a dirty room?" Now that was an interesting question. Lou sat and thought about it for a while. Mighty Mammoth was her most favorite superhero. Mighty Mammoth flew through the sky and helped other creatures with her tusks. She fought crime and helped little old mammoths across the street. So Lou decided something. She could be a superhero too. She would clean up her room with her tusks. And that's what she did. And when she finished, she thought, what other superhero task could I do? So she read the newspaper to see how she could help. She read about a dragon and a frog that had gotten lost in the woods. She put on her play cape and mask, that looked like Mighty Mammoth's, of course, and dashed out the door into the woods. She had such big mammoth ears that she could hear everything. Soon she heard a dragon and a frog talking. She ran to where she heard them, and there they were, a huge dragon and an even bigger purple frog. They seemed to be arguing. Lou got closer. "Can I help you? I'm Super Lou, and I'm here to help." The dragon said, "Yes, we've been lost for 2 days. We're camping, and Frog over here dropped our map in the lake. We're hungry, and we just want to go home." Lou said, "I can help you," and she led them right out of the forest. They were so grateful. As soon as they left, she heard a strange sound. She turned around and saw a cheetah rubbing his belly and saying, "Ow." She approached him and said, "I'm Super Lou. How can I help?" The cheetah said, "I just ate breakfast and my stomach hurts." Then she heard a voice coming from the cheetah's stomach. The voice said, "I am not breakfast. My name is Roberta. Let me out." Super Lou reached around the cheetah with her mighty trunk and squeezed until the deer popped out of his mouth. "Oh, I feel much better," said the cheetah. "Me too," said Roberta. Super Lou began to walk home. She lived near the ocean, and she was almost home when she heard more strange sounds. She heard beep-boop-bop-beep-beep-bop, which, as everyone knows, is robot for "Help! I've fallen in the ocean." Lou dove into the water and started swimming. She found 2 robots that had slipped off of their boat and fallen in the water. But they couldn't swim because, well, they were heavy robots. She scooped them up with her tusks and put them on her back and swam to shore. They were so happy that they gave her big robot hugs. As she walked home, Lou decided that, though today had been exciting, maybe she didn't want to be a superhero anymore. It was a really big job, and she just wanted to be a kid. She walked in the door, just as old regular Lou, and as she sat down at her kitchen table, she heard her mom and dad talking. There was an outbreak of animals losing their pants. So she put on her cape again and walked out, ready to save the world as Super Lou. The end. Guys, thank you so much for sending that in. It's been a while since I've heard a woolly mammoth story. And a superhero woolly mammoth? Incredible. Lou was so helpful and kind. I like that she could even swim and save robots that had fallen into the water. I wonder what happened next with the animals losing their pants. I bet Super Lou could help, though. I looked up some facts about woolly mammoths. They were about the size of African elephants are today and had tusks that were 15 feet long, which is really long. They were herbivores, which means they ate plants. Also, their tusks had rings, just like trees, so you could tell how old they were. And now it's time for Joke of the Day.
Why do you never see elephants hiding in trees? Because they're so good at it.
Our second story is called The Ice Cream Robot by Aidan, Eleanor, Jameson, Julia, Liam, and William. Once upon a time, there was a bee named Bumba and her uncle Buddy. They liked to play tackle football every day and twice on Wednesdays. One day, they drank some chocolate milk and left to go to the field to play. But when they got there, there was a giant robot named Frankenstein standing in the field. And he was so large that his feet covered the entire field. He was eating an ice cream cone the size of a building. The ice cream was dripping down his arms and flooded the field. Buddy got stuck in the ice cream and couldn't move. Bumba tried to fly and save her uncle, but then her wings got all sticky with ice cream. What were they going to do? Buddy thought fast, and then he called for his dog Roxy. At the time, Roxy was playing Go Fish with her dog walking group, so she played the winning card, and then she heard Buddy. She ran to the field, stopping on the way at a wishing well. She stood by the well and wished for a ton of water to save Buddy and Bumpa. Roxy wished for an enormous sprinkler to sprinkle water all over the field. And it did. The ice cream magically went back into the robot's cone, though now it was mixed with grass. The robot, having been washed by the sprinkler, was able to move on. They finished their football game, Roxy won, and then they went home to have more chocolate milk. The end. Thank you so much, guys. What a great story. Dogs are superheroes. Roxy sounds like a really smart and sweet dog. I love that both stories have robots in them. I didn't know that robots liked ice cream. Did you guys know that? Do you think the giant robot ate the grass ice cream? Do you think he thought it was green sprinkles? I bet he did. Next up, the silly activity of the day. For our silly activity today, I want you to clean your room. Now, I can already hear all of you saying, that's not fun and that's not silly. I agree. So I want you to pick up and put away things using your feet. You can use your toes and your feet to pick up socks from the floor or books or toys and put them away. But this may not be possible for everyone. So if it isn't, how about you try it with one hand? But not the hand you write or draw with, the other one. Or you could close your eyes and try, unless you could trip on something, which I guess is not that safe. Try it walking backwards. But whatever you do, make sure you put on silly music while you're doing it. Okay, friends, that's it for now. Thank you for listening. Remember, the next time you're making cinnamon rolls with a friendly chicken, ask it to tell you a story. But if she doesn't have one, you can write one yourself and send it in to us at chickentailspod@gmail.com. And illustrate it too. We'll put it on our Instagram @chickentails. Okay, bye-bye.
Ba-ba-ba-da-ba, Chicken Tales!